What if DJI is quietly preparing not one, but two new action cameras that could change its lineup before the end of the year? New leaked images may have just given us our first real look at the DJI Osmo Nano 2 and the next generation Osmo Action 7. And while the designs themselves are interesting, the biggest story is actually what these prototypes tell us about DJI's plans. Let's start with the Osmo Nano 2. Right now, there is very little confirmed information about DJI's tiny wearable camera. The original Osmo Nano launched in September 2025, so we are getting close to the 1-year mark. That makes the successor completely believable. The original Nano was designed around a compact camera module that could be attached to clothing and other surfaces, making it useful for hands-free recording. With the Nano 2, DJI could simply improve that idea instead of completely redesigning it. Better low-light performance, longer recording time, improved image quality, and stronger thermal management would all be meaningful upgrades. One detail in the leaked prototype has already caught attention. There appears to be a small vent-like area on the Nano 2. Could this be related to cooling? Possibly. But at this point, that is only an observation from the images, not confirmation from DJI. Still, better heat management could be important if DJI wants the Nano 2 to record for longer periods or use more powerful processing. Then there is the Osmo Action 7, which is much easier to predict because we already know where DJI is coming from. The Osmo Action 6 introduced major hardware upgrades, including a 1/1.1-inch sensor and a variable aperture. That was a significant step forward, so DJI has a strong foundation for the next generation. For the Action 7, rumors are pointing toward higher resolution video, with 8K recording being one of the biggest possibilities. We could also see faster frame rates, improved stabilization, better image processing, and potentially stronger performance in challenging lighting conditions. But there is one important thing to remember. None of these rumored specifications have been officially confirmed by DJI yet. Expected US pricing. The DJI Osmo Action 7 could cost around $349 to $429 for the standard combo, and $479 to $579 for the adventure combo. The DJI Osmo Nano 2 may start at around $329 to $379, while a higher storage version could cost $369 to $419. As for the launch, current expectations point toward late 2026, with October or November looking like a possible window based on DJI's previous Action series release patterns. However, DJI has not announced either camera, so the exact launch date remains unknown. For now, the most important part of this leak isn't an alleged 8K mode or a rumored megapixel count. It's the fact that both cameras appear to be physical prototypes. That suggests development is moving forward, and if more testing units begin appearing, we could soon get much more concrete information. The DJI Osmo Nano 2 and Osmo Action 7 could still be months away, but these leaks have definitely made the next generation of DJI action cameras much more interesting. And as more details emerge, we'll know whether DJI is preparing a small evolution or something much bigger. What if I told you that the world's biggest drone company almost went bankrupt before it became a global giant? Today, DJI dominates the drone industry. But back in 2008, the company was struggling to survive. Everything changed when its founder, Wang Tao, made one bold decision that completely transformed DJI's future. Here's how it happened. DJI was founded in 2006 by Wang Tao, who left university to focus on building better drone flight control systems. At the time, drones were mostly seen as expensive toys, with very few practical uses. DJI sold model helicopters and drone components, but sales were slow, and the company quickly fell into debt. Fortunately, Wang Tao's mentor invested in the company, giving DJI another chance to continue developing its technology. That breakthrough came in 2008, when DJI introduced a single-rotor unmanned helicopter that sold for around $30,000. While the price sounds incredibly high, many customers were willing to pay because the drone offered features that almost no competitor could match. It could carry heavy professional cameras, featured a stabilized gimbal for smooth video, transmitted live footage wirelessly, hovered accurately in one place, and could even fly fully autonomous missions using preset waypoints. These capabilities made DJI's drones useful for industries such as filmmaking, surveying, mapping, and inspection. One of the company's biggest achievements was its advanced flight control system, which allowed the drone to remain stable in the air. This technology became the foundation of DJI's future success. The same year, DJI proved its real-world value during the devastating Sichuan earthquake in China. Wang Tao used DJI drones to capture more than 1,000 aerial images of the disaster area, helping authorities assess damage much faster. DJI also participated in major drone exhibitions, attracting attention from government agencies, research institutes, and industrial organizations. From that point on, the company no longer had serious funding problems. Instead of focusing only on large government contracts, Wang Tao made another important decision. He wanted DJI to build products for everyday consumers around the world. The company began selling flight controllers, gimbals, video transmission systems, and other drone components across Europe and the United States. Around this time, another trend was changing the industry. Quadcopters were becoming more popular because they were cheaper, easier to fly, and more reliable than traditional single-rotor helicopters. Improvements in brushless motors, lithium batteries, electronic speed controllers, and smaller processors made consumer drones practical for the first time. While competitors rushed to release simple quadcopters, DJI focused on perfecting its technology. In just a few months, the company successfully adapted its advanced flight control system to drones with 4, 6, and even 8 propellers. This gave DJI a huge advantage over rivals that were still struggling with stable hovering. Another turning point came in 2011, when DJI entered the filmmaking market. Professional aerial video was traditionally captured using helicopters that could cost thousands of dollars per day. DJI developed the Zenmuse Z15, the world's first high-precision brushless camera gimbal for civilian use. It stabilized professional cameras using 3 brushless motors, producing incredibly smooth footage at a fraction of the cost. The Zenmuse became an instant success, generating thousands of orders and bringing DJI hundreds of millions in revenue. DJI continued its momentum by launching the S800 filmmaking drone in 2013, followed shortly by the Phantom 1, the company's first consumer quadcopter. Priced at around $1,000, it could automatically hover, land safely, and carry a GoPro camera. For the first time, beginners could easily fly a high-quality camera drone without professional experience. The Phantom 1 completely changed the drone market. By combining powerful flight technology with affordable pricing, DJI made aerial photography available to millions of people. In just 5 years, the company had gone from struggling to survive to becoming the leader of the global consumer drone industry. DJI's success wasn't based on luck. It came from years of engineering, constant innovation, and Wang Tao's determination to build better technology instead of simply following market trends. Those decisions laid the foundation for the drone company that now dominates the world.